Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program. Above all nations, a brand rooted with our heritage in mind. Featuring the Babylon Has Fallen hoodie, this mighty piece is a bold statement describing the times we're living in. Also perfect for keeping warm while standing firm in your faith. You won't be able to miss the vibrant Song of Solomon tee, inspired by Song of Solomon 1 and 10, a piece that represents our royal heritage that the Most High gave us. Head over to aboveallnations.shop to grab yours now. They're moving fast. That's aboveallnations.shop. Kwame Yashrala.
When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no tale bearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No.
I hope y'all like that. That was Supplication by Roy the Chef. It's dangerous out here. I hope you guys make it home safe.
Yo, check it out. You ain't worried about that. They're gonna show you at the end. So that was that a knocking.
Yo, what was that about? Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
Kum yashala.
Kwam yashala, shah Shabbat.
Kwam yashala, shah Shabbat.
All right, so I know it looks a little different this afternoon. Usually it's Captain Yaiquab, Captain Nikawashah, and Captain Aharon bringing you bar for bar. I know y'all look forward to bar for bar too. It's one of our popular edification shows. But last night we were unable to have our Sabbath class as regularly scheduled. So the brothers said they would allow a message to come out in their time slot. So I thank these brothers. And shout out to Captain Aharon who got his hands full also. All right. What we're going to discuss today is very simple. The name of the lesson is It's All a Humiliation Ritual.
Yep.
Everything you see in pop culture right now is a humiliation ritual. You got to be able to identify that. But the Hebrew Israelites is here not only just to teach you precept upon precept, but we're here to help you get through life in a spiritual way so that you can have some semblance of happiness in this wicked captivity. Make no mistake, Every part of this captivity is designed to destroy you. But yes, you can find a way to be happy inside of it. But it requires a spiritual calibration to understand what's going on. If all the stimulus that's happening to you is foreign and you can't relate to it, you're going to be placed under very high stress. Okay. I went to go see a holistic doctor yesterday. She pricked my finger, took my blood, and I was, if you was in the clubhouse room yesterday, we was talking about it, but I know everybody might not have been there. Okay. She took my blood and she said, "Oh, based on your blood type," she had little Yaquab might understand because he works in this field. She had a tab with 4 circles on it, and she was watching the blood clot in the 4 different solutions. And she was like, "I can tell your blood type based on the clotting type."
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how you do that, right? She said, "Your blood type, you are a teacher and you're an artist." I promise you, she said that.
Wow.
She said, "Your blood type, that's the kind of brain you people have." She explained that to me. Your blood type, you are a teacher or you're an artist. I started laughing. Not only is that my profession, but obviously we teach. So I was amazed that she figured that out. She gave me a list of every food that I should not eat and every food that I should eat daily. She gave me a list. The list was based on the enzymes in my blood. And she was like, these foods will cause inflammation in you, even though they seem like everyday foods. And what we've been talking about, Yaquab, I've been having the closed sinus and I've been getting the headaches. She said, "Do you eat a lot of cheese?" I said, "Yes." She says, "Do you like a good burger? You like steak, beef?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, you're most likely going to experience tingling in your fingers and your toes, and you're going to have pain in your neck and at the base of your skull."
Wow.
Now, my rib had to drag me over there. She'd been trying to get me over there to talk to this lady. And I'm like, no, she ain't. And this is important. I don't want to go to no holistic doctor, man. I go see Esau's doctor. They tell me what's wrong. She's like, "No, you got to go see this lady." The woman broke down almost every ailment I got. And she said it's because of the food that you're eating. I mean, look at some of these foods I can't have. What's my favorite thing? Butter, milk, cheese. I'm not even supposed to be eating lima bean. Was very interesting is she said you can't eat beef. It's not for you. I said, beef, my favorite treat for myself is after I work hard, I just go get me a big cheeseburger, some grilled onions, pickle. She said, "You don't even need look." She said, "You got to be careful with that pickle." No, because you're not on this list. I'm not supposed to have vinegar.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to eat ketchup, Worcestershire sauce. You know what she told me? She said, "You need to stay away from bananas." I said, "Bananas?" She said, "Bananas and tomatoes give your blood type the reaction similar to a sinus infection." She said, "Do you ever eat and then later on your nose closes up or you just get a runny nose and you don't know why it's happened?" I said, "All the time. It'll be the middle of the night. My nose just start pouring or the whole side of my face will close up, the sinus, and only one nostril is working and I'm not even sick." She goes, "It's the food, Joel.
It's killing us.
You're not allergic to it, but it does not work with your blood type." And then the other blood types had completely different rules and completely different foods. And you know who was explaining this and teaching me this? A very pleasant Judite sister, very pleasant, beautiful older Judite sister. And I'm cut because I felt like the monopoly on the way to get healthy was in big pharma.
No.
And this woman explained to me something that nobody ever tried to teach me. right? I don't want to show all her material because she did ask. It's how she makes a living. Okay.
Yeah.
You should go see her. I'm gonna promote her. Her company is Your Lady. No, you know what? Damn, I gotta be careful.
Yeah, you do. They'll come after her for that.
Esau is so damn evil. I'm gonna ask her first. I'm gonna ask her first.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask her first. All right.
Hey, I used to work in Atlanta at the hospital, right? And I heard the Jew boy doctor, he said this out of line. He said, "It is not my job to treat," and this is an emergency room now. "It's not my job to treat individuals. It's my job. It's not my job to cure individuals. It's my job just to treat their symptoms, to give them the illusion of feeling better. But you need me now." That's what he said. Remember, they call medicine a practice. I'll be watching surgeries and I'll be like,
why did he do that?
How did they figure out how to do that? Why are they taking a drill and drilling in someone's skull, literally with a drill? Who did they practice on for that?
Us.
Of course.
Malachi said medicine is a business. He asked me to get some hawthorn berry from the sister, and she said, yes, I have that. And then she went on to explain why you would take something like hawthorn berry. Ma'Khia asked me to get it while I was there. You know, I FaceTimed him while I was there because Captain Ma'Khia is really into the herbs and into holistic medicine. And he said, oh, you at the herb shop? Yo, give me some hawthorn berry. I'm like, what's that? He said, you get it. And she was like impressed that I knew what that was, right? I'm like, no, somebody told me to get it. She's like, this is going to help you with your blood circulation and your blood pressure. So the medicine is in the food, right? And the reason I bring this up is y'all always know I'm trying to make a point. My mind was not on a tomato is causing me a sinus infection symptom, even though that's not what it is. That's the effect a tomato has on you. And I eat pizza. I love I love sauce. You would think I'm from Sicily, man. The way I want pasta and sauce. And the lady is like, those tomatoes, the acid in the tomatoes, the acidity of the tomato and its makeup does not blend with your blood type. And it's going to cause you a sinus-like infection feeling where you're, and then she said, look what she said, Yaquab, it's going to become chronic, and then you're going to have difficulty getting oxygen to your brain while you sleep, and you're going to get headaches. What I've been talking to you about, huh? So, and that's the symptom. I get my sinus close up. I'm not even sick. I feel a pain in my ear, a little fluid in my ear. I got the pain in the neck and the base of the skull. I got the nerve pain from the headaches. And I'm like, wow, the food is aggravating and causing that. It's not necessarily because I'm injured or I don't work out. I'm not active. I'm not taking care of myself. It's the food. But it was so good to be able to go to my own people, and she didn't withhold what can help me. She just gave it to me.
That's the best person. That's the best type.
And I've been going through this for almost a year and a half. These symptoms been bothering me. You can hear me now. I'm nasal, right? I started my detox this morning. She gave me a powder. I was supposed to lick it, and then she gave me a detox water to drink, 8 ounces. I drank that. We was coming back from break. I know y'all seen me. I was drinking this.
Yeah, I seen that.
Look at this.
Now it's time for you to get that juicer now.
What's this? Can you break this down?
Tory Tonic Sinus Blend, wild berries, thigh basil, lemons, cane sugar. I'm not sure why she did the concoction, but it looked good. I mean, from the thigh basil and the berries, the blueberries. For sure. The blueberries have antioxidants that's very good for the brain. Very good. Very good. Yeah, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. I mean, them things is amazing for the brain. Yeah, the antioxidants. Sister Candace said it.
But look what I can't have. A banana, a mango. I love honeydew melon, my favorite fruit. She said you're not supposed to eat that. Plantain, you're not supposed to be eating that. Tangerine, stay away from that. Yo, Ox, she said I'm not supposed to be eating the potato, Ox.
That's crazy. You know, Jake loved a potato.
And I can't have a cabbage. I love a good salad with olives all over it. No.
Peppers. I wonder when she say peppers, which is it all peppers?
All red, green, bell pepper. She says that's not for you. That's not your blood type. You not supposed to eat that.
Like just bell peppers or like cayenne pepper or
I'm not supposed to have that black, white, or red pepper. She's saying that these it's not that you can't have it.
Yeah, but for your body type, for your blood type.
And it's causing them symptoms, man, and them ailments. She was talking to people of a different blood type. She said, you know, your lower back, you're gonna have lower back pain because, or she was telling other people you're gonna have joint pain from eating certain fruits and vegetables. And you think fruits and vegetables is all good.
Yeah.
But you gotta know
which is for you.
You gotta know which one is for you, right? But the reason I'm bringing that up is to let y'all know that I went to my own people for something. When Esau, give me the Bible. Deuteronomy 28. Let's understand the matrix that we in.
Hey, shout out to the sister too, man. Y'all don't have one of these. This is a SOT. That should go in the chat. And now y'all don't have one of those. Right?
Who you talking to?
Oh, well, you got one. Not dirty. You got
Sister Kana.
For sure.
Walking around with that IDC member pass flexing.
Yeah, she can't be flexing that.
Nah, she got to put that up. And she got to give it back. You can only use it once.
Don't do that.
She kept hers. Y'all rebuke the sister, man.
She go right here. Let me put her on the screen. Look, why she got it in the picture?
She got it in the picture. She can't have that. She used it already.
We got to get that back.
We got to get that back. We gonna
need
catch
security to escort that from her.
We gonna catch her too. We gonna have to take that. We're gonna confiscate that. Yo, go to the enemy in want of food and clothing and everything.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, beginning at verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Everything you are watching this last month has been a humiliation ritual because Black people, Native Americans, and Hispanics are getting it in their mind that money can deliver them from this captivity.
Yep.
Money cannot get you out of this. I don't care how much money you got. You subject to the curses because God is doing that. He placed them enemies over you. I don't care how much money you got. Why am I saying that? Well, let's look at the issue with Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is already guilty in the court of public opinion. He was accused of having a knife before the facts even came out, only to find out the young man had a cleat sharpener, which means it wasn't premeditated like they tried to do it. He's walking around with a weapon ready to use it. Now, one thing, be careful. I know they got video of the whole thing.
Of course.
One thing, be careful. I know they got video of the whole thing. That's why I'm reserving my speech. But it's a humiliation ritual because notice how he's being depicted as a gangster and a thug when he's got the GPA, when he's the student athlete, when he does the community service, and the white kid is actually on the record as being a bully, him and his brother. But the picture of the white kid is angelic, and they got the worst picture of him where he just got a stale face because it's a random photo to try to make him look depraved and psychotic. That's a part of humiliation ritual. Because with Trayvon, they didn't do that to Zimmerman. Zimmerman wasn't depicted as no monster. Trayvon was.
Every time. Now Trayvon has become a stereotype. Don't trust that nigga with the black hoodie. The black hoodie and his hood, you can't trust that person. You cannot trust that person that got the hoodie on at night cross the street, women are clenching their purses. That became a stereotype how they pushed that in.
Yeah.
Devilish.
And now it is devilish. And why are we saying this? Well, Carmelo Anthony not going to get a fair shot in court because he's already been destroyed in the court of public opinion. We can only pray that the Most High protect him and move our enemies, as the scriptures say, when your ways please the Lord, even your enemies will be at peace with you. We just got to hope the Most High move the enemies to deal with him in a fair way. But America's already showing you they're not trying to do that. They're not trying to do that. They're using this as an excuse to make the stereotype that black people are violent again.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use your music and your entertainment as case in point. See, y'all, everything is designed to hurt you here.
Everything.
You was having fun listening to that music. And then when it's time to destroy one of you, case in point, look at the music, look at the video, look at the imagery. These people. See, even though they funding it, paying for it, and making it happen. That's a part of the humiliation ritual. That's going to happen to you in corporate America. That's going to happen to you at the supermarket. How many times have affluent blacks gone to shop in luxury department stores only to be treated like criminals? You mean to tell me the people working there with working brains can't figure out that this black person has money? They know, but they're gonna put you through the ritual. And what do we do every time? Why is this happening to me? How can you treat me? Because you forgot where you at.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Israelites, we try to remind you where you at, and you get mad at us. Oh, there's niggas out here preaching this hate. Don't nobody want to hear that. But then when you go out into the world to live and these things happen to you, you can't process it. You don't know what to do. You completely confounded, right? That's why we're making this lesson. It's all a humiliation ritual. We're going to show you how to look at it, how to perceive it, and how to go forward. Now, I don't know about Nakawashah. Yaquab and I played collegiate sport, right? You don't have to play collegiate sport. You could have played JV. I don't know about Nakawashah, right? He might have played ball in his time as a big dude, right? I played football, but Yaquab went far with football. I played baseball and went far. The whole thing was a humiliation ritual.
All of it.
But I'm a 17, 18-year-old kid. I don't understand that. I'll tell you a story, right? First, I got to show you, dealing with Carmelo Anthony, the humiliation ritual, there's pieces to it. Before we get to the sports, because I know that's what y'all want me. Y'all want to know why they doing that to Shadur. I know. Why how they doing that to Dion, and he love America.
Love him.
That's Dion's son. And he love America. How they doing that to his boy? Nigga, because Deuteronomy 28 and 48 said that you're going to come to us in want of everything. Mm-hmm. You're not going to come to us entitled.
Yeah.
You're not going to come to us like you don't. You're not going to come to us like you don't need what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, we're going to embarrass you, boy. Because at the end of the day, we controlling this. And that's a part of the ritual.
Yep.
Submit your daddy
don't run this. And your daddy don't run this over here. He run the little leagues down there. But up here, we run this, boy. Don't forget.
Don't forget. Give a damn. You got more money than me. I don't care if you got more money than me. You make more money than the coaches. You still going to be my boy. But we're going to deal with that, right? We're going to deal with that. See, somebody texted me now. This is crazy because they watching the draft live and they're watching him. He's still been ignored. Yeah, he has still been ignored and not been selected. As a matter of fact, the New York Giants, who need him, just to keep it real with y'all, the New York Giants who need him drafted a slow white running back named Cam Scatterboot this morning.
From Arizona State. Where he come from? Arizona.
He's so slow, they didn't publish his 40 time. But they drafted him before Shadur to let you know, nigga, we don't, you not running this.
Yeah.
We might pick you. You might go undrafted.
Ooh, that'd
We're gonna
be
get on.
crazy.
We're gonna get on it because I'm gonna show you why that should be impossible. Based on Esau's standards, I'm gonna show you why that's impossible. But we're gonna get to it. First, I need y'all to watch this. Look at this. Can you come look at this nigga here? Oh my God. I don't even want to play it. Mike, I have seen it. This is gonna be your first time seeing it, brothers.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I gotta jump out of this browser because of the audio. Hey, I'm gonna drop down. Say something real quick, John.
Or you, I was gonna say you could send it to me and I could have played it. Hey, but come, I'm gonna bring you back up in the coach. Oh wait, where he went? Oh yeah, right. It that how they're doing the athletes, even Shannon Sharp. Granted, should he be messing with the Edomite? Of course not. Should he be messing with the 19-year-old apparently or allegedly? Of course not. But it's all to humiliate him. Who does this Negro think he is?
Salaki.
Just how Skip Bayless got on him. Just how Skip Bayless had to put your glasses back on. Right? It's the same thing. Go ahead, Nakao Shop.
So I mean, even in understanding, the psychology behind humiliation, it's designed for a specific purpose. It's designed to even their playing fields of the one that's performing the humiliation ritual. So when they feel as though you have reached to a height that's above where they feel that you should attain, that's when this type of situation comes in. And it's coming in for them to reestablish dominance. So it's not designed to promote an individual, but it's designed to promote a class or a race of people.
That's right.
So
bro.
this is why Dion is so prevalent in this, because him and what he's done in the HBCU, what he did in the NFL himself, put him at a certain level among society. So when Dion came into the HBCUs, he used his money to help push the HBCU. When he went to Colorado, he used his prominence to help establish and bring in more Black players into what was then known as a majority of Caucasian players or a Caucasian team. He brought in more of our people, and then it started establishing dominance there. But what does Esau do? Oh no, we're gonna bring you down. We're not gonna bring you down in a way that you think, but we're gonna establish our dominance, and this is how they do it. Whether they do it to you individually or they do it to you as a race of people. So this Carmelo Anthony incident is to establish their dominance. Why? Because all over social media, what have you been seeing? Our people being perpetuated as the victim. We've been racially profiled. We've been gunned down in the streets by Edomites. This has been perpetually happening over and over again. So the way that we tend to look at the white race is at a negative proportion. So they have to now reestablish themselves as the head. So what do? This is what they do. They take a young man and they make an example out of him. So what they're doing is they're showing you, nah, y'all not what y'all think you are. You are what you say you are.
Right.
Y'all are thugs. Y'all are robbers. Y'all are drug dealers. So they're giving you a narrative that they want you to believe that you are, so you'll never attain to the height that the Most High has already established for you. And we're the greatest people on the face of the earth, man.
Of course.
All of this, man, it's a psychological ploy for Esau to have your mind state below that of a white man. Because it's designed for.
Because how dare you think anything else, Nakawasha?
Yeah.
How dare you? We're gonna talk. Listen. The low-hanging fruit is Shadur. Israel. I know you want us to get on these devils. First, Carmelo Anthony, we can't forget our young brother is getting railroaded. The newspapers is already reporting that he took the GoFundMe money and he bought a car and $1 million house. All of that was lies. How was they able to publish that? Because they're on the team of white America.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's no other answer. Oh, maybe they were mistaken. They got bad. Excuse you?
No, this is the news we talking about.
This is the news, man. This is the New York Post. They did that because everybody in that building wants to make sure that white America feels comforted in this time, because that boy represents one of our sons. And I'll be damned if we legalize Negroes being able to kill our boys and then our legal system protect them. Hell no. Right?
Yeah.
Then it gets worse. GoFundMe for a week canceled all collections for Carmelo Anthony. Why? George Zimmerman had a GoFundMe. Yeah. Daniel Penny had a GoFundMe. The police officer involved in Philando Castile, the police officer involved in Botham Jean, they got GoFundMes. And they murdered black people. Why couldn't Carmelo Anthony have a GoFundMe? Because I'll be damned if you niggas raise money for this white killer. Not one of ours. We're not going to help you comfort someone who hurt one of ours. See the solidarity that they have?
All the time.
But what's the humiliation ritual? They will get one of us and bring him with them to cut you to the heart. Watch this. Watch this.
Every time.
Watch this. Oh my goodness. You can't make it up, Ak. Don't throw nothing and don't break your computer. Watch this.
Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today. Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, I'm not trying to speak. You are part of the fucking problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide.
The father of the white boy who was killed in the scuffle, his son's name is Austin, just told this devil, you are a part of the problem. You are causing more racial divide. But watch this.
And bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any fucking...
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk.
This guy just spoke over, Jake Lang, he just spoke over the father of the boy who died and told him how to feel. That's called white guilt.
Yeah.
See, for you not to be on my side, you have to be going through something. It's probably white guilt. You think you have to sympathize with these Negroes, but watch.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir.
Yeah. You're creating. You just told the father of the boy who died that he's creating more Austin Metcalfs with his weakness. Didn't I just tell you that's what they're thinking? We're not about to create a precedent where our sons can die in a fair one, and our legal system support that. These Negroes better know they can't touch us. So he just said it without saying that. Your thought process is going to create more Austin Metcalfs. What is his thought process? That everything is not racist, and my son did start a fight, and he should have kept his hands to himself? God forbid. This is part of the ritual. But watch.
More Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
Here, you are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
Ooh.
Hey, Jeff.
That's the problem. You've been submitted.
Hold on, hey, Jeff.
You've been submitted.
I'll handle it from here.
You've been submitted, sir.
Yeah.
You're not going to make
If
us
we
back
were all,
down.
if we were all of your nature,
Guys, listen.
You're
let me
not
say
going to
this.
save
What a
us.
weak
Not
man.
yet.
Do you know who you're talking to? You don't, do you?
I'm talking to a black man.
You don't. No, you're not.
Okay.
You sit here, you talk about Trump.
But I am. You're not
Google
gonna
my
make me back
name
down.
and Trump. No. When you do that, my name is.
I agree with black males winning,
Google that.
but they're not winning
but
right
what
now.
You're doing,
they're becoming
but what
degenerates.
you're doing
and murdering white
you're
people.
not helping America. You're no more patriotic than I am. No way.
Silent is
Where
not
were you on
helping.
January
You've been
6th?
silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you on January 6th?
You've been silent. It's only gotten
Where
worse.
Where were you? Did you stand for your country
So you
when they
think that
stole our
made you
vote?
patriot because you showed up there? Does that
tyranny-
make you a patriot?
Joe
What's your
Biden,
solution?
you
Joe
showed
Biden
up?
is a
All you're doing is
pedophile.
condemning us. What's your
My
solution?
solution is to help people where they're weak. So we have an issue in young black males' lives across the country.
It's not
It doesn't
say that
matter.
to Jeff
Nothing's
Metcalf.
changed. Say that to
worse.
Jeff Metcalf.
We talk about it, man.
Say it.
At the end of the day,
so
the
then
man
what
is
is
asking.
his-
So let me ask you this: you got a father who's grieving, and your response is he's weak.
My father is celebrating my strength right now.
You have no idea. You win the Senate in Wilder, I'll come to Florida and run for Senate and run as a Republican, and I'll kick your butt.
No,
you
you
need 2
lose,
years.
bro.
You need 2 years of
Guaranteed.
presidency
You
in Florida.
Because this
First of all.
behavior is why
First
we're
of
in the
all.
situation where we are.
No.
We get these. Is that what it is? Okay. Well, at the end of the day, he's asked you what to do and what not to do.
Listen,
you have a right to
he's
do it
no
or not
longer
do it.
You can say not talk about
I love
Austin
Austin.
Metcalf, but we're going to get
You don't
continue
know
this
Austin.
movement.
I love somebody
You
enough
love
to be
the thought
strong
of using Austin
No.
for T-shirts, for propaganda,
I
and to
don't-
get out here and talk about
You
who
want to
you
shut
are.
down a
I'm
white
not
man
raising
right now.
money.
That's what
I'll
you're trying
shut
to
you
do.
down, and
I'm
him.
not-
Yo, I can't take it, yo.
That
Going crazy.
hate, man.
I can't take it.
He want to be a part of it so bad.
He hugging the Yikwa. He won't stop hugging this devil, man.
Like, let him go, man.
Let him go. Oh my God.
It's not even that heated to do that.
Oh, you're not gonna stop us. We. You're not. We're gonna keep fighting. We. Black man here. You are.
Where were you? Like,
Yo, that's
I'm not showing no more of that video. I'm sweating. I'm not showing no more. It's hot because my HVAC is out. It's hot. Yo. Oh my God, this nigga, man. Look at his face, man. Oh, look at him, man.
He is so happy. He got him a big black nigga, man.
Oh.
That's the perception right there.
Oh my God. Did you hear what he said when the father was on the phone? He said, "Black man here, you are being weak, sir." Who why did you say that? Yo, Israel, we laugh to not cry. Okay. Me, Yaiquad, and the couch, when we get together, we be mad. But when we talk about it, we have to cope. We helping you. That's a humiliation ritual.
Yes.
You got a black man shutting down a white supremacist with the father of the pawn he's trying to use. That should work 100% of the time.
100%.
So while it's working, a big black step and fetch Negro,
yes,
with a low, with a damn high pitched voice, rather, jumps in to save Master.
Like, where did he even came from?
He was there the whole time with his arm around him. You just ain't noticed that. He's holding this white man in a damn head. I'm with you. And if I'm the other black man who has to avoid, because he's with Trump, so he has to avoid race to a certain degree. I am so embarrassed right now. The way that this dude is acting. Black man here, you are being weak, sir. What do you mean, black man? What is the point of saying that? We're not going to stop fighting. We are not. Who's we? Who? You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness. He totally disrespected that white man. Because they will do that if you are not willing to show solidarity. Yep. Now, black people, why don't we have any solidarity and we always divest to the other side?
Always.
It's the nature of the captivity. That's a humiliation ritual, which you saw right there. That's to make it so black people cannot form a union to stand for what's right because you got black people on the other side.
That completely derails everything you're trying to do, and the elites is just laughing. These are peasants, these guys. When the race wars break out and when martial law break out, these guys are peasants. They don't even get access to the bunker, all right? The real elite Edomites is laughing right now, drinking adrenochrome out of a wine glass, laughing right now, okay? Because these Negroes is never going to raise up. Ain't no such thing as God, and we're going to be on top forever. Our kingdom will last forever. There is no end to our kingdom.
Yep.
Right? Then you got certain elites that are like, nah, we got to enjoy the world while we got it because we ain't going to have it forever because they know the Bible is real. I'm getting too deep. Now, look, check it out. Check it out. I'm going too far, brothers. I got to stop now. All right? All of a sudden, the live just crashed. Nobody know what happened. I'm talking a little too much. But look, check it out. In a situation like that, when you got a black person like that, cooning to that level, do not attack him. That's the design. The design is for the two Negroes to argue.
Yep.
And for the white man to stand on the side, like, look at him. And to be innocent. He did very well to ignore that coon and focus on Esau and his competition with Esau because it's all politics. That's the right way to handle that. You got to ignore that gigantic Green Mile Negro. You got to ignore it. And you got to do that in all situations. When we in the street and we rebuking Esau and Jake comes up trying to save him, the first thing we want to do is how you saving this devil. See, now the nigga want to heal him. And we want to focus on him and rebuke him. And then what happens every time, brothers? Esau slither away. He gone. Where did he go? Tell me that don't happen at camp. When Jake come to save Esau that you cut in the ribbons, and you focus on Jake, in 2 seconds, Esau slither. He's gone. It always, you know who was good at catching that? Malachi. Malachi would tap me on the shoulder and go, "Where is Esau?" And I would be like, "Hey, yo, he left." Yes, he left. He slithered, man. Because we arguing with Jake.
Yep.
Stop doing that. Stay focused. All right. The humiliation ritual is a psychology game. You must stay focused, right? Not like Umar. Umar talking about stay focused against these women. No, stay focused against the humiliation psychological game. Stay focused. You got to lock in. This is complex warfare because it's psychological. You must lock in. Okay. Now that leads me to the next thing. Okay. Our brother, our talented, excellent, genetically superior, with a pedigree, educated,
top GPA,
young brother named Shadur Sanders. Did y'all know that Shadur Sanders was the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner this year? Let's look up what that means. Let's look up what that means. I'm going to share it real quick. I'm gonna drop off the other Zoom and come back on this one.
All right.
And then when I gotta play more clips, I'll go back to that one. Okay. It's like a one browser allows me to do more, but then another one don't have no audio. So I gotta jump back and forth.
Okay.
All right. So don't let that. Hold on. Don't let that. Why is still double talking?
You ain't double talking for us. We can hear you
But
good, but you might hear the echo.
I hear the echo. Check. Can you hear me out?
You can hear you.
You good.
Okay. This is what it means
to have the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. His face, he's the hero banner. This is their hero, Johnny Unitas, white quarterback. He represents grit and toughness. Look, there's a difference between conceit and confidence. Conceit is bragging. Confidence believes you can get it done. That's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's extremely confident. He has no inferiority complex in his body.
Yeah.
I'm great. No quarterbacks coach, no assistant coach, and Yaquab know what I'm talking about. No assistant coach is gonna come and make me self-conscious about my ability. You can't do it. I know I'm nice.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, if you call a suck play, I'm not gonna let you gaslight me that it's my fault that didn't work. I'm just gonna look at you.
Like, yeah, that was a bad play.
You know that was garbage. That play would never beat that defense. This is the kind of person that Shadur Sanders is. He is the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner. What does this mean? This award is for the nation's top quarterback who exemplifies character, scholastic, and athletic achievement. What's the knocks on Shadur? Character.
Yep.
And they question his athletic achievement. Sanders is the first University of Colorado Buffalo to win this award, playing one of the most incredible seasons of college football. The Texas native completed 303 of 413 passes for 3,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. I'll throw this chair, man. I will throw this chair. I'll throw this chair at the computer, man. I'll throw my chair through this computer screen you playing with me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nakawashai, move the camera so they can see you, man. I will throw my chair at the computer for you playing with me right now, man. I'm going to ask the football expert that played in college in the camp. I'm going to ask you something. Are those good stats? And he played cornerback. Are those good stats?
Those are great stats.
Can't hear you.
Those are great stats. Can you hear me?
Excellent. I got this muted.
Those are excellent stats. That's the quarterback you want on your team. That's who you want. That is the quarterback you definitely want on your team.
Let me put it back.
Go ahead.
Say that again.
I said that is the quarterback you want on your team. You need him to lead you down the field fourth quarter. He'll do that for you. He's motivating in the locker room. He's a stand-up.
I mean, am I bugging right now?
Now, I think brothers can hear me, but you can't hear me.
You get me?
I can hear you.
Kind of one.
Am I going crazy right now?
No, not at all. That's who you want on your team.
Sanders is second in the nation in passing touchdowns, completions per game, third in completion percentage, fourth in points, and fifth in passing yards. Is every one of them top 5 stats?
Yes.
One.
Now watch this. I'm going to send you right now what they said about it. I'm going to send it to you. Look at what award he won and then look what they said about it. You don't even have to play it. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you the clip. And then you could just read it. I mean, we can read it on the class. I just sent it to you. You don't even got to play it because it's YouTube.
My phone. I'm using my phone to film. You got to do it. Okay,
yeah. Let me play it. Watch this.
The Johnny Unitas award winner with ridiculous stats has not been drafted yet, and the reason is his character, but you win the Johnny Unitas Award for having great character. So you have the thing, you have the trophy to prove that I've got the great character, but they made up a reason that the trophy don't count.
Watch this. Look at his character. Watch what they said about his character. Watch this. Where is it? Yo, this is crazy. This is what they said about Shadur now, an NFL assistant coach. Can you see that?
Yeah.
NFL assistant coach. The worst formal interview I've ever been in my life.
Wow.
He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. What about if his offensive line sucks?
Which they did.
He takes unnecessary sacks, but still won that award. They said in his 2 years at Colorado, he took over 90 sacks, never missed a game. What quarterback you know going to do that? That's 40.
And he didn't skip his bowl game, Ak.
Yes, he played it. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. His father is not going for horrible body language.
You can't do that on Deion's teams. You can't have bad body language on Deion's teams. You won't play. So that's a lie.
He blames his teammates. I'm going to be honest with you. I almost watched not all of them, but most of Shadur's interviews after they lost. He always said it was my fault. That pass I threw was bad.
I got to play better. I have to play better.
I got to do this.
4 touchdowns, but I still have to. He'll say it like that. I mean, 4 touchdowns is good, but I have to play even better. I want to win.
But then look, but the biggest thing is he's not that good. Anonymous NFL assistant coach said that.
Say it again.
How could you do that anonymous?
How could you do that anonymous?
That's crazy.
Do you see what's happening to our beloved young brother is a humiliation ritual. It gets worse. Watch this.
Say it one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you. Go.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. Say it one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Ready to go. Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Crazy. You got to see the whole clip. You seen the whole clip of that? It's like a 4-minute. He said nobody got that number. He just got the phone yesterday. In pot hot. They got a 4-minute clip on World Star.
Israel.
Crazy.
The young man just got that phone for the draft. The only people that have that phone number are NFL execs. He bought that phone specifically to stop any prank calls because that was expected.
Mm-hmm.
And he got pranked called on the 3rd day of the draft. 2nd day. That means grown Edomites who work in the NFL gave that number to somebody to make that prank call just to cut him down. And hurt him. It's 2025. Nobody's stupid. He just got that phone.
Mm-hmm.
Grown men called him pretending to be a GM, which is supposed to be the best day of a young football player's life.
Yeah. You hear his dad in the background.
They pretended to draft him just so they could say something corny. Oh, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Hold on, Esau, you're dealing with the Israelites. We know what you mean by that. The entire NFL colluded to do this.
Yep. Every one of them.
All teams in the NFL's ownership agreed to do this to him. There will be no search into who made that phone call. Nobody, that anonymous GM, there will be no search into who that is that said that. All the owners have to agree to this, because if we're competing for talent, even if I don't like Shadur, I can't let you have him and use him to beat me. So I have to know that you're not even going to take him for me to comfortably pass on him. Because if I fear my division rival is going to take him, and I would rather have him than you, I need him. The only way I could be comfortable to pass on a Johnny Unitas golden arm, 4,000-yard throwing, 30 touchdown throwing, Deion Sanders genetics having kid is if I know that all the other teams not going to take him either. So it's nothing to worry about. I can get all the other players I need, and we can ignore him because nobody's picking him.
Yep. It has to be that way. Mm-hmm. Because think about it. Even when we're talking about how the NFL makes money, ticket sales, jersey sales, getting Deion Sanders' son will have the most tickets in most fans in your seats. The most fans in your seats.
I'm a 49er fan. I went through the Kaepernick nonsense. I watched Kaepernick. I watched them turn him into a garbage quarterback. All of a sudden, he went from being in the top 100 players 2 years in a row.
Yep.
And when I say top 100, he was in the 30s, top of the best 100 players in the NFL 2 years in a row, breaking playoff records with that team that he was on. To somehow the narrative became he can't play, he's trash, and has always been garbage. And guess who they brought in to solidify it? Stephen A. Smith. If y'all don't remember, Stephen A. Smith went live on a weekend to tell every NFL team never pick up Colin Kaepernick. Remember that?
But then they act like I'm watching these same analysts say, I'm just an analyst. I can't tell nobody what to pick, but your voice matters.
Mm-hmm.
He had the highest completion rate in the NFL, but then the white dude said, the quarterback, he said, but he was on most of his passes were only about 5 yards. Did he complete the pass or not?
That's what the defense is giving. And he's making the throw every time and they winning. Kaepernick went to a Super Bowl and did an NFC championship right behind that. That's as high as you can achieve in a game. How far do you need to go to show I can get you there? It doesn't matter. Colin Kaepernick broke every record at his college for passing yards and also broke NCAA collegiate records for passing yards. All of a sudden, he can't play. Meanwhile, Edomites groomed him and raised him to play. And they all agreed he was incredible. The humiliation ritual was, if you're not going to stand for our flag, we will destroy you.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, this is our league, and you want to be in it, you're going to submit to us. And this is what they're doing to Shadur, man. Shadur has the highest NIL deal in college football. I believe he made upwards of $40 million in his collegiate career. If there are starting NFL quarterbacks that are in their late 30s that don't make $40 million,
yeah,
he's coming into the NFL with a iced out heavy Cuban.
And playing in it.
Doing this after I score with the watch on. After, I won the Johnny Unitas Award. I got money. I don't need your money. It's the energy he's coming with. Think about how that makes the owners feel.
Mm-hmm.
I can't incentivize this Negro. I can't make him do anything I want because money is how you make people move. We control these Negroes with money. This Negro don't need my money. Matter of fact, he looks me in the eye when he talks. He doesn't feel inferior to me. He grew up, his father is a Hall of Fame football player. He grew up in luxury and he made his own money. He doesn't need me. As a matter of fact, I can't even belittle him. He has more money than me. How am I going to coach him? That's the humiliation ritual. I'll fix him. Look what they did to the quarterback of Tennessee. He said, yo, I need more money.
No,
I'm not putting it here. I'll go to another school. The other schools agreed, we want you, but we're not going to give you more money because that sets a bad precedent. And it gives control to you, Negro, and takes control from what? Us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the humiliation ritual. If you cannot observe and understand that, Israel, the Hebrew Israelites came to explain it. We didn't come here to talk sports. We explaining something to you. You're watching a legal lynching. They can't physically lynch him to humble him. That's how they used to humble us. They can't burn him alive. They can't lay with his wife the first night they married.
Yeah.
They can't take his children and send them to another plantation. They can't whip his back. How do we humble this Negro? We take his dream away.
Yep. Crush it.
Who gonna check us? Who gonna check us? Donald Trump, for political reasons, Donald Trump had to say something. He said, is the NFL stupid? Why? Because Deion Sanders supported him.
Mm-hmm.
And them NFL owners is like, we don't give a damn what Donald Trump say. We got more money than you. We got billies, multiple billies. We pay players to be rich forever, every year. We got stupid bread. It's the most popular sport in the world. That's not going to move us. This Negro got to humble down.
Yep.
So that anonymous report was for him to go to the media, get on the mic and go, I'm not arrogant. It would be an honor to play in the NFL. And I respect all the NFL coaches. And if the worst team in the league wants me, I will be happy to go there. They wasn't talking like that. They was talking like there's certain teams I'm not going to allow my son to go to. And it wasn't about money. It wasn't about how good that team is. Deion Sanders know what be going on in the NFL.
In them locker rooms, man.
And y'all not going to treat my boy like that. I was his coach, so you couldn't play with him. He's supposed to be starting. I retired his jersey, so you could stop acting like there will ever be another Colorado Buffalo that's this good. My son was crazy for 2 years. He was only here for 2 years. He broke every record. Retire that jersey. Since I can make that happen, I'm going to do that. You understand the cowboy shot? They criticized him for that. White nationalists was all over Twitter. Why is he getting his jersey retired? I guess daddy did him a favor, even though he didn't win a bowl game. Hold on. He took a 1-11 team and they went to a bowl game. They was just 1-11.
That's right.
They took a 1-11 team that can't beat nobody real, and they went to a bowl game. He broke every passing record the school got. That's why you retire jerseys. He set all the records. Let's remember this guy that brought all the fans out. But white America will not have that. How can you come into my league acting like you don't need my money? We can't scandal you with the white girls. Your father taught you too good.
Yep.
We can't get you with the DUI. You don't play them games. We can't get you with the criminal activity. You don't play them games. You chilling in a mansion, lounging. Let's take his dream away from him, Yaquan.
Take his dream, crush him.
That's right.
Let's call him. Let's prank call him like we gonna give him his dream on the phone dedicated to that, and let him know you gotta wait a little longer, buddy. So he can
look
go
at
cry.
So that's what they want. Because that it's tough not to cry.
I would have wept.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
At his age too, I would have wept hard, man. How can they do this to me? How can they do this to me, man? I never did nothing to these people, Daddy. Why they trying to hurt me like this? Pop, we went to all the games. We friends with all these families in the NFL. Why they doing this? You embarrassing me in front of everybody.
Everybody.
People laughing at me. But you know what? What did he do? He performed his song with his brother. You know, they criticized his draft situation. He had a branded room. He had all the NFL hats on the wall for whatever team gonna take him. He had a stage, a DJ. The whole family was there because he can afford it because he got that money.
Yep.
If other players had that money, they would do it too because they had on the chains. Hey, they had on the chains. They had the watches. They just ain't got 40 mil yet. And the NFL is like, we're supposed to change your life. Your father changed your life already. Matter of fact, your father's forgetting we changed his life. Let's humble him.
Yeah.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
And that's what it's about right there. When you look at the nepotism that's in the NFL among the whites, man, it's at a grand stage. Dion, he played the game successfully.
And baseball.
He played Esau's business game successfully.
Yep.
Years ago, I used to be a quarterback. To understand the statistics in him taking sacks versus incompletions are on a higher scale. So you would rather him take a sack than for him to destroy his statistics. The statistics is what gets you to the next level. So Dion was a businessman and a father at the same time. So what is this doing? I'm going to show all of you niggas that y'all can't do what Dion did. Y'all not gonna, we're gonna humble LeBron. We're gonna humble Carmelo Anthony.
Hey, that's a good
in the NBA.
That's a good point, man.
And that's what's going on. You played the system well, but your money ain't gonna get you to this point. We're gonna stop all that. And it affects his son, and it also is destroying Dion at the same time. Because Dion had the mindset, hey, this is my son. This is what a father should do for his son.
Yep.
He should do that.
That's what Archie Manning did for Eli and Peyton.
They doing it for the boy at Texas.
Yeah, for the youngest one.
That's right. And this is where the fine lines of our society, that line is clearly drawn. And most people can't see it because they have the mindset that racism no longer exists.
Yep.
But it's clear, it's in your face right now. So as the Adawan would always say, are you mad yet?
You're not mad enough.
I'm mad. They don't care.
They don't care. I care. I cared. I know that when the camera shut off and he's holding his masculine frame, because his father's right there watching him, we're gonna be all right. When the camera shut off, I know he went back in the room and he put his face in his hands.
He probably threw the phone at the wall. And I know Dion the same way. When Dion is going to bed at night, he can't sleep.
He's furious.
Because you know why it hurts so bad too? Because you got all that money and can't do nothing.
You got all that money and you can't do anything. You can't make what you want to happen. Your money can't do that for you. They're at the number 124th pick. He has not been selected. Nobody's picked him yet. The Browns pick again in 2 picks. They have no quarterback.
No, I think the Browns got somebody.
They have no quarterback.
The Browns got the dude from Oregon, I think. That's who they picked.
They have no quarterback.
They're going to get 2. I'm surprised the Steelers didn't get him yet.
I'm surprised Jim Harbaugh.
No, they're not going to do that to Brock Purdy.
Well, Jim Harbaugh's coaching the Chargers.
I mean, the Chargers. No, they just got the
They got Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. Yeah.
But you wouldn't have Shadur Sanders as your backup?
No, Shador ain't coming to play backup.
Yes, he is. See, hold on. Let me say this.
Shador coming to start the team.
Shadur's gonna play like he wants to start. But if he's not given a starting role, he's not gonna not come to
Yeah. You can't play. You can't.
He's not gonna have a negative attitude on the sideline. He's gonna hold the clipboard
and do his job.
Do all that.
That's right.
And then you're gonna have to convince yourself you're not seeing what you see in practice every day when he's cutting niggas up.
Yep.
With a real offensive line and real wide receivers everywhere. He's cutting people up.
Yep.
Because he had Travis Hunter and J.C. Horn. I think his name is J.C. Horn. I might be wrong. Travis Hunter and Horn. He had them looking like All-American.
Jimmy Horn.
They didn't pick them yet, I don't believe.
No, I don't think they're gonna pick nobody else from Colorado. I don't think they're gonna pick anyone else. And that's a big message to the Colorado Buffs team too. Why go there? Nobody got drafted. Why are you playing for Dion? The only person
I didn't think about that.
The only person that got drafted was Travis Hunter. And look how sneaky it was. What did Travis say? The commissioner better say cornerback and wide receiver. The commissioner did not bring him out. That was the second pick. When does the commissioner not call out the top 5? That was the second pick. He had a Jake come up there and do it, and he fumbled. Come on, man. This is playing, man.
Good point. That's a good point. They playing.
Why are you gonna go to Colorado? Nobody from there got drafted. He can't do it for you.
I want to show y'all the Edomite that they picked. Oh my God.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
It's public lynching in your face. And our people won't even see it, but that's a public lynch in your face.
Right.
That's how they lynch you now, humiliate you.
You got to know how to deal with this, Israel. We're gonna bring you a moral of the story, but we gotta cover this because the news not gonna cover it fair. Jake don't know how to discuss this. And I think if you've been on this class, y'all are seeing it now, all the different angles and the intricacies of how it's working, and you see it for what it is. You got to come to Israel for that. The Most High give us discretion and discernment, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Michael said, it's like the chat moved. You have a very cunning opponent.
You do.
That's right.
You have the best opponent. The game is on maximum difficulty. I say that all the time. Let me share this with y'all, man.
Do you know what our people is concerned about? They're concerned how Kevin Gates was courtside at LeBron James.
Oh my God.
That's what they're concerned about. Yo, this world is crazy, man. This world is crazy.
This
people love the beef.
This is the Edomite, right? That they're gonna pick, that they did pick. I'm trying to stop the double talk because I hear it.
You can hear you? Yeah. What if I mute this one? Now can you hear yourself?
No, I'm gonna take myself off stage.
Okay. Wait, I gotta unmute you now. Say something.
Check.
I can hear you. You got it still echo?
No, it's good.
Okay.
This is the Edomite that they selected before our brother. Now, can you see it?
Hold on, let me move the banner real quick.
Check this out.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Look at this goofy. Hoy.
Hit the dirt.
Look at his form. Hoy. Get off me. Wiggy.
Hit the dirt.
Wiggy. Wiggy. Get out of here, man.
Now, is that a drop pass or incompletion?
Look at his footwork.
That is an incompletion.
Nikawa, look at his feet.
Man, hey, I know Asa L is laughing right now. This is terrible. He shouldn't even have had a pro day. God. He shouldn't even be at the combine.
Look at this throw. Look at and he tried to swag it out like it was nice. Look at this. Watch him try to swag it.
He's trying to get up out of there.
Get out of here, man.
That was a bad throw.
This nigga is garbage, bro. Brothers and sisters, this guy is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute.
You're out of your prime now. You're in your prime, like right then.
He was drafted in the second round. He is 25 years old. I ain't done with this devil, man. Hold on, man. I got another one. Because that's pathetic. But look at him look at his game tape.
I don't want that is an incomplete pass with no defender, no nothing. That's a mark against you in the NFL Combine. Shadur Sanders in his pro day had 3 incompletions, all drop passes.
And he was throwing balls.
That means they hit a receiver's hand every single time.
And he was throwing bombs. You saw he was throwing like 50-yard, 60-yard throws. He was letting his receiver get downfield and just putting it on. Perfect night.
That pass completed. 2 behind the back, man. It's crazy.
This is the Edomite game tape. Look at this dude, man. Oh, man. You can't make this up. You wouldn't want to make this up. Look. Hoy. Who? Interception. Why would he do that?
He did that.
Why would he do this on tape? First of all, he should have ran. First of all, he should have ran. Hold on, let's break down some game tape. Right there. You see this lane?
Or hit him.
Or my man right here.
That's wide open.
Yo!
Joe would have made that pass and got sacked. And got hit. I mean, not sacked. He would have made that pass and took the hit. He would have hit him right here. This was Travis Hunter. Jimmy Horn, he would have made that pass.
Salaki Khan. Now, here's the number one question. Now let's go back to statistics. Yeah. Would you rather him take a sack or throw an interception?
I'd rather him not throw that stupid shovel pass into triple coverage. I'd rather him run and hit that wide open lane right there, but he don't got the wheels.
He can't run.
Or hit that wide open receiver that settled down right there.
Right now. He should have been throwing it right now.
It should have been on him already.
And that's a catch.
Or take the sack and protect the football.
Or do what?
Take the sack and protect the football.
So taking a sack is better than an incompletion or interception. Statistics 101, man.
Hey, taking a sack is better than this, Ock. The hell was that?
Hey, you couldn't have did that nowhere and kept playing. No. Hey, he would have been riding the pine, boy.
First of all, let me tell you. As a black athlete playing a racist game like baseball, there was at no point in the game could I relax. Every pitch, and I was a catcher, every pitch was the World Series. Because if you get a pass ball, you suck. If you have an in and out in your glove trying to frame it and it bounce out, you're trash. If you make an errant throw, let's go to the other guy. If you don't know the place in the infield where the ball should go on a bang bang play and you call the wrong base, the other guy he can't hit, he can't run, he can't block the way I can. He doesn't have the arm that I have. He can't lead the team. But if I make a mistake, all them white boys would do this, looking at the other guy. Because any mistake by this Negro is proof that he shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Every second he's here, we wondering, how's he on the field with us? And that was my baseball experience. All after high school into college, that was my baseball experience. Why is he on the field with us? There are times where I would come to home plate after scoring and there's nobody to meet me there.
That's crazy.
You know, you're supposed to get the high five and do a little move. Nah, bro. The only person that would meet me at home plate was the batter that was on deck because he has to be right there. I would have to make it all the way to the dugout for them to stick a fist out. Hey, good job. Good job. Good job. That was my base. And I couldn't handle that humiliation ritual. They left my bag at school one time and wouldn't put it on the bus. I tell this story all the time. I got on the bus. Nobody would move so I could sit down. My hotel room, I had to have a hotel room by myself because none of the Edomites would room with me, which was really a blessing.
Blessing, yeah.
But at the time, you know, what am I thinking? Yo, why y'all treating me like this?
Mm-hmm.
It was the humiliation ritual, and I didn't have a viewpoint to just keep doing my thing. Shadur, keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
If they draft you in the 7th round, last pick to be funny, smile.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Jump up and down with your family and then do your song again.
Yeah.
Do not let them take your spirit, because that's what this is for. Because that Edomite is garbage. I know you don't want that player. You did that to send a message. Because whatever team drafted that dude, I know you interviewed Shadur, and he probably was like, I don't think, you know, you guys' offense is exactly fit my playing type. You know, it's not really my ideal situation to run. I wouldn't approach it like that. You know, when they do the X and O's?
Yeah.
I would probably audible to this, or in this personnel, put him here. And I feel like that gives me a better, and the coach is like, why are you challenging? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they probably did that they did that to humiliate our young brother, man, and to tear him down. Okay.
Hey, if you watch some of the other Jakes get drafted with Roger Goodell, and I understand it's their dream. I mean, we was all there, right? Mm-hmm. They ran out and hugged Roger Goodell as if it was the first time they ever seen their father or something. Mm-hmm. That's how they running out. And that's what the NFL and Roger Goodell want from the Sanders family. And they don't have to because of what Dion created, what his sons have now done. The Karen Bucky has now, they not doing that. Right? How embarrassing. I can't come to the draft. I was the best quarterback at Colorado ever. And I got to play it off like, I do want to go to the draft, but I got to do it at home because I'm slipping it was a 1 week.
And they're going to play with me, so I don't want to even go through that. I want to be with my family.
No, can't do that. You're not going to embarrass me like that. So I got to stay home and do it, which is a great experience. I had the pleasure of doing that with Janoris Jenkins. That was at his draft day. That was called him Rams. Make your dreams wide open. That makes your dreams wide open. I saw that. Man, got that gone. Right? But they're trying to destroy him, his character, and it's the same thing like how they do the black man that Trayvon Martin, right? Carmelo Anthony. It's the same way.
I can't believe this.
Amir Rice, 12 years old. He was playing with a gun. Look how evil he is playing with a gun.
He's in his backyard. It's a cap gun. I played with a cap gun.
They blew him. I'm talking about annihilated. And had nothing but evil things to say after. It's the same thing. Kyrie, LeBron, shut up and dribble. Kanye, what are you doing? It's all that they just destroyed. And they let you know you got to
look at Kanye's ritual.
You have to do it our way.
You a billionaire? Oh, we're gonna bring you low.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use your wife's power over you to do it. We're gonna
let you know.
Say what?
I said they let you know that you have to play our way. There's no other way to play. We gave you that opportunity. The hell with the talent God gave you. We're giving you this opportunity. That's why
It ain't about God.
It ain't about
God. It ain't about God. I'm your God. That's what they say.
Exactly.
Israel, you got to prepare your children for this. Corporate America is a humiliation ritual.
All day long. I just had a chick lady at work for trying that. She tried to humiliate me.
What you mean?
At work, right? So we gotta mark the chest tube. I was moving fast. I didn't even make an excuse. I just didn't mark it. It happens. Every nurse has not marked your chest tube before. As soon as she said, I'm like, oh, it was 100 in there. I'm gonna put it in right now. Don't even worry about it. But she tried to do it in front of everybody. She giving me a report. First, she started low. Then she said, by the way, you didn't mark your chest tube. You forgot. He put out about 310 or 110, but I figured it was some of yours. I said, this motherfucker here. All these people right here. All these people right here, and you're gonna do that. Because I didn't even know they love me at this job, this contract job. They love me there. But you're gonna do this. So we went in and checked it. I said, oh, it was 100. I made sure I said it was 100 in there. So you got that means you had 10. Easy, it's easy math. As soon as we can walk, excuse me. Don't you ever in your life do that in front of people. I had to tell her straight to her face. Don't you ever in your life do that to me. Well, I wasn't trying. I don't care what you was trying to do. Don't you ever do that in your life. We all make that. I understand. I understand that. But don't you ever in your life say that in front of everybody like that. Again, if I make a mistake, come to me by myself. Thank you. Right. And I walk off. And now she don't even look my way no more.
She don't even want to talk to you now.
Don't want to talk. Don't look my way. Straight up, because they'll do that to you, man.
That's right.
Yo, I had an Edomite. I had an Edomite at my job sit next to me and reach over and put his hands on my shoulders and like massage my shoulders and say, "Hey, after you're done with that, I got something else I need you to take care of." And this dude is not my boss. He's the dude that Brown noses, the supervisor, right? That's back when I was working in TV. The supervisor, he tell you what to do in an email. He don't even do that. He outlined what you need to do in an email. It's your job to check the email. Don't ask questions. You're a professional. That's the way he ran it, right? This dude leans over. He's one of the producers. He's rubbing my shoulder. He don't even know what I'm doing. Hey, after you're done with that, I got something I need for you to do. So let me know when you're finished so I can give you this. I turned to him and I said, and it's similar to what Yaquab is saying. I said, please don't touch me. That's and then look.
It just changed.
Look, Israel, it's a humiliation ritual. It's two ways this could go. Joel is a scary, angry black man, or he's hostile. So there's no winning. So I had to humble down because I had to understand. I'm older. I understood what was happening. I said, number one, please don't touch me. And number two, if you have a request, send it up the chain. And if it makes it to me, I'll take care of it. Thanks. And other people heard that. So he hit one of these. Ooh, like, sorry. Like, even though I was really nice, he still wanted to be able to claim the, oh, look at it. Look at his attitude. Because, I don't talk to people at work. I eat by myself, and I go home. Polite conversation only, but I don't really want to kick it because I might have to rebuke one of you devils in the street. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm quiet. Oh, excuse me. I'm like, I didn't even look up. I just kept working, right? Esau got away. The other Edomites, they see you by the water cooler. They go, hey, I like how you handled that. I'm like, they got away, right? But it's all the training that our children need, how to deal with these humiliation rituals. Right now, I honestly, Yaquab, Nakawasha, I don't know what to say to Shadur, man. As an Israelite, I know what to say. White man is the devil the Bible speaks of. They trying to destroy your legacy before it even begins, but they can't take what you've accomplished away from you, son. And when you get your chance to play, ball out and expect them coaches to be negative and talk down to you. And I want you to take it like a good sport, man. This is your dream. It's your job to make it real. When talent is undeniable, they can't deny you. But if I didn't know the truth, I would have no idea how to comfort him during this time. Right? I don't know what to tell him. I feel so sorry for him, honestly, man.
It's rough.
I don't know what to tell him.
It is rough.
I want to show y'all something.
That's the same thing I would have said. Stay legendary. That's it. That's his logo.
Stay legendary. You're already legendary.
Yeah. Most High made you that way. Like you was already.
This should make a lot of sense, but I want to show this first because, of course, Esau has his own apologetics, right? Who are going to make excuses for what's happening. Check this out.
Man, Shadur Sanders' fall in the draft has a lot of people spinning a lot of opinions.
Look at his hat. Look at his hat.
The plantation what? Crew? Of course. He's in Florida. Let's see where we about to figure out where he at. I guarantee you he in Florida.
Israel, you have to see. Esau is a clever demon. All of his thoughts are deep. That's what the Bible says. This is mockery. Look at his hat. Of course, that's a golf course where niggas can't play. And they don't want you there. Only Tiger Woods can play there. Okay? But why you think he's picked that specific hat? All right? That's cold, man. That's cold, man.
There's no way.
That's pure mockery. Watch this.
That information here. The bottom line is that there seems to be a consensus among NFL personnel that he wasn't worthy of being picked yet. You can throw out all the other stuff. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants a player that they think they can win with. Not passing on him for any other reason. Now, here's the other part of it. It doesn't mean they're right. Russell Wilson went in the 3rd round. Tony Romo wasn't drafted. Hall of Famer Kurt Warner wasn't drafted. We all know where Tom Brady was drafted. But the reality is this is just a consensus of what people think about their evaluation of Shadur Sanders, nothing else. It also doesn't mean they're right in any way, shape, or form. That's it. There's nothing else to it.
Now
Man, Shadur Sanders.
I call that Edomite apologetics.
Yeah.
Don't say we humiliating him. Don't say we being vindictive against him. All right, then who called his cell phone that only NFL execs got the number? Who did that? Okay, there's no other reason. They just don't think he's that good. Why he get the Johnny Unitas Award? White people voted for that. Sports writers had to agree on that. How he get that award? Deion cannot make them give him that award.
No.
Why he got that award? Why was he in the Heisman voting? So now all of a sudden everybody don't think he's that good. When did that start?
Oh no, here's their answer. Well, NFL coaches, NFL coaches don't really watch college tape until after the NFL season. And when they put on the tape for Shadur, it wasn't that good.
Give me a break. How is 3,400 yards not 3,500 yards not good? How is 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions not good? How is a 731 completion percentage? How is that not? What tape you watching?
75% QBR. Top 20 of every quarterback in the college football. Top 20.
So they're gonna get their Edomite reporters to come and apologize for it so that it's not looked as a race thing. It is though. You're not gonna come into our league acting entitled like you don't need our money. We're gonna break you down and make you happy to be here so we can control you. That's what America is. You niggas should be happy to be here. Shut up. Captain Mike High said Charlie Ward won the Heisman and he didn't get drafted. That's why he went to the NBA. He was a good player too.
That's right.
How is it It's just a consensus. They don't think he's that good. Who are these people? Ask every NFL coach, is Shadur Sanders a good player? I need to hear their answers now that you said that. I need to see these, and I need to see the head coach of the Steelers say Shadur Sanders is not a good player. Because they need a quarterback. I need to see him say that. And he's black. Y'all are apologizing for what happened because you're trying to protect the image of the NFL. Israel, I have bad news. If you were watching this video saying y'all were all Yaikwab and Nakawashai are going to give me the secret formula to defeat white American humiliation rituals, I have bad news. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Can you read it? I got bad news. I got bad news. Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, beginning at verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Who?
Thine enemies.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Okay, I don't need my enemy. I'm Shadur Sanders. I don't need my enemy for clothing. I'm Shadur Sanders. I don't need my enemy for something to drink. I'm not in poverty, bruh. I could buy you something to drink. I'm not in need of my enemy for food. We just finished a 12-course meal for the whole family, and I paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
But Yahweh said, in want of all things, what do you want, Shadur? You want to be an NFL quarterback. Serve me, boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the ritual. And that hurts to teach, okay? But teaching that to our young ones now and understanding that, it puts things in perspective and it brings you peace of mind and you can relax. Shadur, the Most High make you see this message if he wants you to.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. Relax. You can go undrafted and go to the damn CFL and put up ridiculous numbers over there. And next year, when all of these coaches who drafted these idiot Edomite who are inferior to you and they get exposed as the bums that they are, all of these coaches going to be fired. And then you know what? Here comes some new Edomites. I always liked Shadur.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Bring him on. He did his time. He went to the CFL because he loves ball. And that's my kind of player. That's all they're going to do.
Yep.
That's all they're going to do. You don't need the money, right? If you want that dream, which your dream should be the kingdom of heaven. But if you want that NFL football dream, understand that that's attached to America. Understand that that's attached to captivity. And I want to see you happy. Everybody know me. What do I always say? I just want to see Israel happy. Because Israel be making me miserable. I be wanting to see Israel happy. And I'm going to tell you this. If that's what you want, young man, relax. Your talent is not going to leave because these Edomites is playing games. Your arms still work. Every read you made is still going to be the same read. Go do what you got to do. Next year is your year, man. And I want that for you. Now, Deion Sanders might be too proud for that. Deion Sanders might be too proud for that. He might be too arrogant for that. Okay? He might say, well, you know, my son deserved this, my son deserved that. We're not going to. Don't let your dad make it about him. But just relax, all right? And I want to show y'all this, and then I'm going to close out. Let the brothers, you know, say their piece. But I love my people, and I want that for Shadur. Because seeing him make it is like I made it. Because I'm not one of these Negroes that's jealous. When I see my brothers having things and doing things, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Seeing you make it is like I made it. So a lot of niggas in Israel is jealous and negative. And they teachers. That's not the energy at SOT. We're not doing that. If you get shine, I'm happy for you because you winning, it's like I won. That's the way we think over here. And we want that for you, Shadur. Just relax. Don't let them draw you into crazy interviews where you start saying things you can't take back, because that's next.
Yep. Draw
Here
you
comes
out.
the interviews in the microphone in your face. How does it feel to go undrafted after all you've done? Man, no. Just relax. Make it about you. This is my journey. This is my journey. It's an adventure. This is my adventure. Be positive. Don't let them draw you into that, man. Because everything you say can and will be used against you. All right? And that's all the counsel I got for you, young brother. Do y'all brothers have anything for Brother Shadur?
Salakia. Hey, so mark these words. Shadur, it wasn't you. We can deal with you. We can't deal with your father.
They're going to say that.
What does the scripture say? A house divided against itself can't stand. So the ploy to divide father and son, hey, it's coming. It's coming. But your father raised you, showed you how a man should move in that business. Don't let Esau divide y'all. Don't.
Yep.
Because it's coming. And that's going to be the ploy. And it will cause hatred for a son towards his father, because they're going to spin the narrative to make you think it's because of your dad and why your dreams didn't come true. And then that hurt. And you're going to look at your father sideways. That hurt is going to start causing resentment for the things that your dad did for you, knowing that everything he did was to make you great. Don't let him do it to you. And that's why the scriptures say, keep thy heart with all diligence, man. You got to control this. You got to control it. And understand, man, this enemy that we fighting, don't play fair. A yield.
Excellent point.
Well said.
And if this video do get to you, King, I'm gonna read this scripture for you. Right? You know they call us Sirachalites anyways.
Of
We're gonna
course.
go right to it. Right? You get Sirach 32 and 24 in the GNT. It says, believing in the law means keeping the Lord's commandments. If you trust in the Lord, you can't lose.
That's
right.
If you trust in Yahweh, you can't lose. Right? So that's where your trust has to go. Understanding commandments, understanding faith, right? And then in that, you can't lose regardless. Because like the other one said in the beginning, your dream should be seeking the kingdom of heaven first. And then everything will be added unto you. Right? So that got to be the main mission as well. Right? Because these devils will do anything to stop you from being legendary and who you want to be. Their goal is to tell you who you are and what legendary means to you. The Lord already told you we are the greatest people on the face of the earth, and we must keep following him.
Hallelujah. So now, maybe you can realize what's happening to our celebrity brothers and sisters, man. Kanye West, humiliation ritual. Now hold on. Kanye made a song about doing fellatio on his cousin until he was 14.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We've been listening to your music for a decade and change. Who the hell told you to make that song? But it's a part of the humiliation ritual. The people around him encourage that. Oh, that's a great idea, Kanye. Because he got all types of plants around him.
Of course.
But me, as somebody who loved my people, you know what I said, Kanye? I know you think you know best, but if your goal is to get your children back, don't put that song out, because that song shows a callous approach to emotional trauma and your propensity to sensationalize that, which is a danger to your children should they go through a trauma. You could be stereotyped as willing to sensationalize their trauma like you do yours. And also your children will get bullied in school because you made that song. children are cruel and mean. So they have to go to school with other kids who don't care about them. They're going to say, oh, your dad's gay. Your dad sucks dick, right? That you created that problem by making this song and promoting it yourself because you think you're being edgy, but you're being selfish. That's what I would have told Kanye.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, your family shouldn't discover that you went through that like this. Oh, but my music, my art, Kanye. That's if your goal is to get your kids to be in their lives and to be with them, don't do this. Who said that to Kanye?
Nobody.
Instead, everybody ran with it and publicized it, completely embarrassed, because that's a part of humiliation ritual. And now, y'all got to take this as the HVAC people. It's hot as hell. Say something for a minute, Doc.
Kind of praise, right? And then now it goes to Shadur, right? Carmelo Anthony, what we watched on the video. It's the same humiliation factor. And our people got to stand up, Nakawasha.
That's right.
They got to be willing not to be humiliated, right? Or they have to go through the humiliation and not give into it. Because that's what the scriptures employ, right? Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 6. Remember Eleazar. Either way it goes, there he was going to be humiliated. They said, well, basically they're going to kill him regardless, or act like you ate the pork and show the people. He said, no, I will not go out like that.
Mm-hmm.
And our people got to stop going out like that. Oh, I just put this out. I'll just do this. I'll just follow after that. I woke up. As soon as I look at my phone, new TikTok trend. Women, they got the camera on the ground, pulling their dress up, sitting on the camera. I'm like, what trend is that?
A humiliation ritual.
Like what? Like that's a good idea, right? Get verse 25.
This is the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 6, beginning at verse 25. And so they, through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me. And I get a stain to mine own age and make it abominable.
Right? So, hey, we can't take those stains on our name, man. We got to just set the right example. No matter what the outside noise is saying, no matter what they talking about, set the right example. Because through our hypocrisy, other people follow. We can't hear you. You might be muted. Go ahead, Adawan. We can't hear you.
He's muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you for some reason. You muted.
They can't.
Now we can hear you now.
Let me get off the screen here.
Right, that was.
You should be able to hear.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Right.
Now you muted yourself again. Yep.
One of these is the right one.
That one.
Okay. Like I said, man, I have to use different browsers so I can share media and keep the cameras going smooth, man. They cannot help it, and that's why lessons like what we're teaching right now is so important, because who's going to explain this to our people from this perspective? The media can't do it. Well, Shay gonna do it. I saw him in Chad Ocho Cinco last night trying to explain that this is like just to humble him. But
yeah.
Shay, you don't need to talk right now.
Yeah, you can't say nothing. You step down, buddy.
You going through a humiliation ritual.
God.
Right now, as we speak. That woman is trying to humiliate you for $50 million. And ESPN is not going to send you no lawyers, and they're not going to help you.
At all.
They might have put her up to it behind the scenes because you're making so much money with your podcast that they can't control you.
Yep.
So that means you can say and bring whatever guests you want to bring. That's a lot of power, and we give our power away all the time.
Yep.
That's why I want to share this final clip, because maybe we didn't understand him at first. This is a brother who's being put currently through a humiliation ritual, okay? And sadly to say, some of my favorite people are helping it. Do y'all know who this is?
Dame Dash.
Israel, do y'all know who this is? My captains know. Okay. I'm looking in the chat. Yeah, it's Dame, man. Dame Dash. Dame Dash was always being tested. Why? Because he had the most popular rapper underneath his management, Jay-Z. What did Def Jam used to do? They would have meetings about Jay-Z and not invite Dame. Anybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And he would crash out in the offices. And looking back, we used to say Dame is being embarrassing. Looking back, we used to say Dame is doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm an older man and I studied and I had leadership walk me through the games that Edomites play and how they try to maintain their power dynamic. Now I understand Dame, Akim. I understand Dame Dash. How the hell you gonna have a meeting about my artist and not invite me? Which white exec? I got an office in this building. Which white exec would y'all play them type of games with? Because y'all trying to steal my artist and convert him to you, which they was somewhat successful. Jay-Z parted ways with Dame Dash. He went over to Rock Nation. Jay-Z works with the NFL.
Yep.
I would expect Jay-Z to be saying something right now. How are you not going to draft Shadur?
He can't say nothing.
He can't say anything. Right. They putting Jay-Z through a humiliation ritual. They mock him. They mock his face. They say his woman controls him. They using Kanye to slander him.
Mm-hmm.
Because they use us against each other.
That's the only way.
But now that I understand Dame, this conversation makes a lot of sense. I want to play it. I want us to listen. Okay? And I want us to grow from here. Listen to this conversation.
Well, let's talk about you. Do you feel like you get your props as a mogul, man?
I don't care. I take my props.
Word.
I don't fuck about props. I can't. I do get my props. I'm not a mogul. I'm a tycoon. I sell oil. Don't disrespect me and say I do everything everybody else does. And I put up my own money. All these so-called moguls y'all talking about, you name one of them that put their own dough up. You a boss, you're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you
I said we was gonna watch it. I said we was gonna watch it. But Israel, Dame was cooking. Mm-hmm. He was trying to tell us something. I don't care about props. That's what they want Shadur to care about. You see? They want Shadur to care where he was drafted and what we think of you.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the Edomites said? I just don't think the NFL executives, they don't think that highly of him. They want you caring about what they think. They want to live in your head, man.
Hey, I don't want real quick before you play, but going back to, because a lot of people feel this way in the chat. You care too much about what people think. But look what Yahweh said. My thoughts to you are peace and not evil.
Mm-hmm.
That's Yahweh's thoughts for you. So why does everyone else's opinion even matter?
Why? But when I will admit, because this is old, I will admit I wasn't mentally ready to digest Dame's message. All I was focused on was, yo, you too arrogant. See, even me, yo, you too arrogant. Yo, they need to chill out, man. He's too arrogant. Why he's saying all of that? That's why Jay-Z, see, you could be back with Jay-Z if you wasn't talking. See what my thought process was? Listen, y'all. Listen good.
If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor. It's not yours. So how much money can you get paid to not? There's no money in this world for someone to pay me so they could call me, so I could call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. How can a man call another man, yo, that's my boss? We don't do that.
I mean, everybody at some point has to have a boss, right?
No, not in Harlem. Oh, okay. Put it like this.
Because you're somebody's boss.
No, I'm not somebody's boss. I'm. When I was in the street, someone wasn't your boss. They gave you an opportunity.
Okay.
They gave you some work. You go make.
I know I said we was gonna watch this. I was offended because I was a corporate working man at that time. Still do corporate work today, but I was offended like, oh, you think she's better than me? I'm not understanding what he's trying to say. He's not talking to me. He's talking to people in the position that he's in that have influence. And instead of using their influence to create something, they submit to these Edomites because they want that check. That's what was his point. You're not doing me a favor by drafting me to the NFL. You're just giving me an opportunity. You're not doing me a favor. I earned it. And they don't want Shadur thinking like that. They want Shadur like, please, sir, please let me into your NFL. I'll be good. I don't know what came over me. It's such a pleasure to play for this broken franchise and this garbage-ass offensive coordinator you gave me. It's so wonderful to be here. That's how they want him. Listen.
Take it, and then you bring it back. You can go buy your own work. You do whatever you want. It's called consignment.
So why this can't be all work? This corporate America, we could be using
you don't
this.
own it.
But
I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Question. Let me answer your question. Can you give it to your son?
I give what to my son?
Whatever you
shares
working
of this
for.
company, I absolutely positively can.
How?
Right, because I own shares of this company.
You bought them?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, can your son eat? Is this yours to give the whole company
this
to your
company? Is not my son's. No,
exactly.
It's not mine. But I own
wait,
shares
stop.
of this company.
Listen. That's not my question. If your son needs a job here, can you give it to him? No.
No.
If your son needs to get some money out the bank from here, some cash flow, can he get it?
No.
All right. You don't own this.
But I can take the money from here to invest in myself.
No, it's not yours. I'm not going to fight for something I don't own. Men don't do that. I don't fight for other niggas. I fight for me. I'm not a doula. I'm not going to build somebody else's company and then take shares so my son can go that.
But I'm not.
No, listen. What I'm saying.
But what about taking the money?
You come to work every day.
The money from Def Jam.
I didn't take. Stop. Don't say you're speaking my business and you don't know what you're talking about. I ain't take no money from Def Jam. What you talking about?
I mean they cut you a check.
No, they didn't cut me a check. We had a formula based on performance.
Whoa. I did not understand this interview at the time. And who's fighting with each other right now? It's us versus us, right? And they upholding Def Jam, like Def Jam gives a damn about them. And they upholding the radio station Clear Channel and Hot 97.
Come on.
And Dame Dash is trying to say, yo, you can't get no money out this building. You work for these people. Why don't you make your own radio station? And we don't want to do that, Israel. We had the Negro Leagues. We didn't want that. We wanted to play in Esau's baseball league. So we celebrating Jackie Robinson while he getting shot at and they throwing rocks at him and he can't stay at the damn hotel in the place where he's got to play. But the Negro Leagues was packed out, but we sold it.
With people you love, people that love you.
that you ain't got to feel if you make a mistake out here, they think you suck. No, you're a human being. He made a mistake. He's good. We know he's good. Now the pressure's off you. Now you feeling good out there. You balling now. No, come to my league where I get to judge every move you make.
And they calculated and we got paid. And they go, stop. That's not us.
Yo, that's it for that clip because it goes longer and there's more pieces to that. But it's getting real hot because I ain't got no AC. You see me sweating. The man gonna come fix it. I'm gonna have to get off because they're gonna turn the breaker. But look, what we trying to do is show you how to approach the Edomitic system, which is one of its major mechanisms is the humiliation ritual. Don't give in to that. Money comes from God. It does not come from the white man. Let's prove that. Go to the book of Proverbs. How you know what I want? How you know that?
Come on now.
Give me 10 and 22. Money don't come from the white man. It comes from God. If the white man don't give you a job, if the white man not willing to give you a loan, if the white man is not willing to let you get a promotion in his corporate office, that does not mean you can't have things. Keep going. Keep your faith high. Constantly improve yourself, and Yahweh will give it to you. Read that out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, beginning at verse 22. The blessings of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it.
Say it again.
The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it.
He don't add no sorrow to it. Some people are rich and sad because you're constantly humiliated for the money you want. But if you believe in the Most High God of Israel, he'll make you rich, and there's no sadness with it, captivity or not. And right now, Shadur, you have no reason to be sad. The NFL is a job. You could go and tear your ACL tomorrow. You could get a concussion like Tua, and you could be confused out here. And when you get old, you can get the CTE syndrome, and you jacked up, and they got to feed you through a tube.
And they'll forget about you.
And forget about you. The NFL is a job. Guess what? You had the time of your life in college. You got a great father in your life, and you got money already. Don't let them make sorrow come into your world. I hope this message reach you. Because we ain't trying to use you to make a video. This video is for a purpose, man. I hope this message reach you. Captain Araya says, thou said in my heart, my power and might of mine hand hath gotten me this wealth. No, Yahweh got you that wealth.
That's right.
Good precept. That's right.
It's a good precept.
Right? Let me get one more in Sirach. You know we the Sirachalites. Because we got to stop letting money control us and make us do things. Give me Sirach 11:21. We got to stop letting. When I used to intern for a Grammy Award winning music producer. I was an intern. I worked for free, and I was in my 30s. That's the kind of stuff I be doing. I work. Niggas try to play with me, James. I work. That's why I know me. I work. I exhaust myself. I don't need you. All right. And he said he flashed a whole bunch of money in front of my face because of course we in Atlanta. He's one of them guys. And he looked at me and he said, "You see this? This will make anybody move."
That's crazy.
And then he folded it up. And this is like 2017. He folded up his money. This is before niggas was doing the arm spread. He just spread it, and then he folded it up, and he said, "But what will you move for that don't involve this?" That's what life is about. Now, this blunt smoking Negro, he said something wise. That was a proverb. That was a proverb in his mouth. He said, "See this? Spread his money." He said, "Anybody will move for this. This will make anybody move. But what will you move for that don't involve this? That's what's important." And I said, "Damn, he's right. A lot of us is only moving for personal gain. And it's causing us to sacrifice our principles. So I'm going to put this in your mind. God will give you money. Esau don't give you money. God give you money. He make Esau give you that money." Sirach 11:21, read it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, beginning at verse 21. Marvel not at the work of sinners, but trust in Yahweh, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Before you see, everybody focused on the poor man rich part. What did he say before that, Nakawashai? What did he say to do?
Abide in thy labor.
So give me the last verse of Sirach and we close it. Abide in your labor, Shadur. Keep practicing. Don't get out of shape. Don't think about Colin Kaepernick. That is not your situation. Do whatever you have to do, and it's going to be undeniable. These Edomites going to come eating out of your hands, son. Do not hang your head. You don't deserve to hang your head. You earned this, and they took it from you because they're so weak. That's all that they can do.
Yep.
I'm going to take my ball and throw it over the fence. You cowards. Yep. I dunked on you, so you took the ball and threw it over the gate and said, I'm going home.
Yep. And hid your hand, too. Like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, I think they just don't think he's that good. You stop it. Since when? Read that out. Just for all Israel. The Most High going to do what you need him to do, man. And I'm going to head out to camp. Read it out.
This is the
last verse of Shadur.
Chapter 51, beginning at verse 30.
Bring it out.
Work your work betimes, and in his time, he will give you your reward.
Betimes means always. Stay on your grind. And when the Most High is ready, he going to give you his reward. Everybody understand? Hallelujah. I appreciate you, brothers, for helping me with this lesson. All right? We the sons of thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. I'm Brother Yahweh.
Captain Yaquab.
Captain Kawasha.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Zelle or Cash App. We are the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved.